Discipline is not about forcing yourself to do something. It's about setting up a system that makes success inevitable. And at the core of that system is accountability. The reason most people struggle with discipline isn't because they lack willpower. It's because they have no one to answer to but themselves. When there are no consequences for failure, the mind justifies every excuse. It tells you it's okay to skip today's workout. It convinces you that one missed deadline won't matter. It whispers that you'll start tomorrow, and tomorrow never comes. Accountability is the ultimate antidote to this weakness. It transforms discipline from a solo battle into a collective force. When you know someone is watching, your mind stops making excuses. You don't want to be the weak link. You don't want to let others down. And that silent pressure forces you to show up, even when you don't feel like it. That's the secret high performers understand. They don't rely on motivation. They build accountability into their lives so that discipline becomes automatic. Think about it. Why do athletes train at insane levels? Why do CEOs wake up at 4 a.m.? Why do soldiers push their bodies and minds beyond human limits? It's not just because they want to. It's because they must. They have teams depending on them. They have people who will call them out if they slack off. And that fear of failure, of public failure, keeps them locked into their routines. Most people live in comfort zones where no one challenges them. They set weak goals in private, fail in private, and tell themselves it's okay. But when you put your goals out into the world, when you create accountability, you create leverage. You now have something to lose. If you announce your goals publicly, you don't want to look like a liar. If you promise a friend you'll do something, you don't want to disappoint them. That pressure forces action. And here's where it gets powerful. The more you embrace accountability, the less you need discipline. Because you don't have to think about whether or not you'll do something. You just do it. You wake up early because your team expects you to. You study because your mentor will check your progress. You go to the gym because your training partner will be there. The decision-making is removed, and that's the key to long-term success. Discipline is exhausting when it's built on willpower alone, but accountability removes the struggle. It turns discipline into a reflex, a necessity. And that's how winners operate. They don't leave their success to chance. They create conditions where discipline is easy, where it becomes the default, not the exception. So if you've been struggling to stay consistent, stop relying on motivation. Build accountability. Find a mentor. Join a team. Announce your goals. Give people permission to call you out when you slack off. Turn discipline from something you fight against into something you can't escape. And watch how your entire life changes.